Dear Allegedly with Brittney J. What you're about to hear is a public, open video letter that is long overdue and hard-earned by you, and only you. You earned this letter through the choices you have made on your own true crime channel over the past year, but finally materialized into me choosing to make this video when I heard you say this.
I am going to cover Summer Wells for her anniversary, but I haven't. My channel never blew up off that case. I covered it a few times. Yeah, but it wasn't. It wasn't benefiting us to do that one. No, it wasn't benefiting us to do that one. No, I didn't make a bunch off of that at all.
The sacrilegious, covetous greed represented in this statement is absolutely astounding. You not only said this about a missing child that this community feels a great deal of passion about, spent years covering and searching for. You said it on a true crime channel in the middle of the night when you were talking about everything but true crime. You also said this on the very anniversary of that child's disappearance after saying that you would do a Summer Wells anniversary stream and then didn't do it. One of 1,672 promises that you have not fulfilled for your viewing audience.
Guys, if anybody would like to donate, I'm going to be putting everything I got towards my equipment because I'm working to upgrade. I've got to get a, what do you call it? A camera. I'm going to get a camera. I'm going to get, I'm going to be camming up like a regular, real YouTuber does. And I want to just make sure that I got everything upgraded. So anybody wants to donate towards that, only cover Haley Cummins. I totally can do that for you, Banana. For sure.
You didn't do a Summer Wells anniversary stream, did you? You did wall-to-wall drama on your true crime channel. And now you have admitted with your own mouth why. Because you didn't get much out of it, did you?
I didn't make a bunch off of that at all.
You know full well that these words showed a heathenistic depravity. And the reason we know you know this is because you immediately tried to wash over your man's words.
It wasn't really a big subscriber viewer draw or anything.
No, I covered Summer after it was well enough out there. Like a year or two after she,
It was already old.
Then you immediately hid the stream from public view. And then you lied about it with your full mouth and your full throat.
Secondly, the shit that was said about Summer Wells is not what you're saying. Y'all completely took that and twisted it into something that it's not. Somebody came into my chat, a troll baiting me. I shouldn't have even responded to it. And they said, where's all the people that made money off of Summer Wells for her anniversary yesterday? I said, well, I don't know. I didn't make money off of Summer Wells. I didn't cover her or take part when her case was trending and blew up. That's what I said. I didn't say she wasn't profitable. I said I didn't make money off of her case like that. That I covered Summer's case after when it was an off topic and it wasn't trending. That's what I said. I didn't say that it wasn't profitable. What the freak?
It wasn't benefiting us to do that one.
No, I didn't make a bunch off of that at all.
All of those cover-ups are what they call in the courts consciousness of guilt. It was this colossal misstep, along with several white supremacist statements that your boyfriend said on the same stream, and we'll get to that in a minute, which set in motion a very familiar cycle for anyone who has been watching your channel for the last year. The cycle goes something like this. You lie, you get called out for that lie by being shown your own words on your channel, and rather than being a strong adult, a humble Christian, you throw someone else under the bus. And in that bus throwing, no one, literally no one is sacred, not even your own children.
But my son is currently sawing some damn logs behind me as well.
Yep. You okay? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Hold on. I thought this. Hold on. Come on. Jeez, guys. You okay? All right, guys. My son just woke up. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I thought I did. I thought I was streaming, or I thought I was freaking ending on my a little tabs. Anyway, y'all. I hope y'all have a good night. I am going to get off here and go get him back to bed. Thank you, everybody, for everything. Good night. I love you all.
I don't have my kids on a true crime channel. I don't have my kids on a true crime channel. Where the fuck are they? Every time you're saying that my kids are trying to wake me up, you're lying. Never once did my kid have to try to wake.
But when that initial bus throwing doesn't work, and you are taking well-deserved internet shrapnel for throwing your children under the bus, you pull them out and put them in front of you so they can capture that shrapnel for you. I guess they've already been thrown under the bus. What can a little shrapnel do, right? That right there is the next to last thing that inspired this video letter out of me. The day that you woke your child up out from his sleep to put him in front of the shrapnel you were taking after complaining for years and years and years about how harassing and stalking and dangerous this internet is, you put your child on that very same internet, on the same channel that you're saying you're being harassed and stalked on, to be your protector. A child. Brittney, your reaction world seems to revolve around just the words you see in your chat and the words that you see pointed at you on the internet. You never, ever take into account the thousands of silent watchers who never say a word, but are sitting back and watching this travesty take place. Those people, like me, who haven't said much until now, definitely haven't made a video till now. Those people are not going to announce their departures. They're just going to leave. Not because of anything that was said by anyone else, but because of the way you put your own needs and wants above everything else, up to and including adding yourself to a name of other degenerates, Bullhorn Betty, Nick the Hat, who threw the name of Sebastian Rogers under the bus. Because not even Sebastian is sacred if your own kids aren't sacred, right? By falsely claiming that the search for him is being obstructed because someone called you fat and lazy, right? And this brings us to the original reason I started paying attention to you or your channel. I don't take anyone's word at face value, not anyone's. When they join a lawsuit with Dog the Bounty Hunter's name on it and claim to be represented by a famous, powerful Trump lawyer.
It's a federal injunction, and you've got Lesniak on there. You have attorney Bruce Castor, who is the former, I can't even think right now, Secretary of State of Pennsylvania. He was also a Trump. I mean, they are taking this case. And I think that speaks a lot in itself.
Yep.
That speaks a lot in itself. I mean, this is an attorney who led for Donald Trump.
Justin said Trump's attorney equals others who think they are an attorney. Right. Versus don't equate, in my opinion.
Absolutely not a part of anything other than one of the people that they were filing the injunction against just so happened to be a person that I have had a ton of issues with. I want to be clear about this. There is proof for every single thing that I state and every single thing that is stated in this filing. There is physical proof from her words, okay?
then claim that their house was doxxed by someone else who called them fat and lazy, I looked into it and I found with my own research, not by asking Granny, not by looking at other people's clip channels, but with my own research that you were lying. So I knew what the likely result of that case was going to be from the very beginning. The fact that you lied so egregiously in a salacious lawsuit while simultaneously claiming that people are trying to ruin your life absolutely outraged me. And that's when I started paying attention. And you know what I observed? I observed things that just got worse and worse and worse up until the other day when you threw yet another child, Summer Wells, under the bus for your drama coverage. But then you topped it off with this.
Stop being Jerry Springer and be a professional fucking white person, okay?
Craig didn't say professional white people.
And be a professional fucking white person, okay?
You dumb bitch. That's not what he said. He said they don't act like decent white people.
And be a professional fucking white person, okay?
My man's not a racist.
Let's do a thought exercise, Brittney. Let's just pretend that everyone who criticizes you is racist. Let's just say that. They're all racist, okay? What you're trying to make people believe is that since all those other people are racist, that means your man isn't. When in fact, he literally said with his own mouth that the white race should be set apart from all other races. And he expects white people, whoever they are, however he defines that, to meet some fucked up standard in his head. And since you believe everyone else is a racist, it's okay for him to have a white people standard. But you aren't just claiming that he isn't a racist. No. You are lying about the things that he said that send out a blaring signal of white supremacy. So you know it's wrong for him to say those things, because you lied about it. So once again, your constant lies and cover-ups show intense consciousness of guilt. Well, you must have been catching some major shrapnel for this one, because you then scheduled a stream to talk about the politically motivated rampage that someone went on where there are true victims. And you deemed it more important to use that stream, drawing in people who think that you're going to talk about that very important hot topic, to then put your child up in front of you again and accuse somebody of stalking him, while in the same stream histrionically claiming that your friend was being doxxed by somebody else. And you spent hours doing this on your true crime channel. Wash, rinse, repeat, but it's not working anymore. Brittney, this is the true crime community. We know what lies look like. We know what extremism looks like. And we make a habit out of picking up patterns of nefarious or criminal behavior. I'm not saying you have criminal behavior. I do say that you have nefarious behavior. I have shown you just 3 out of dozens and dozens of times over the past year that I personally have witnessed you show a pattern of lying, being called out for the lie, then throwing some child under the bus, including your own. As the great Ian Fleming wrote, once is happenstance, twice is coincidence, 3 times is enemy action. Because of this repeated pattern, which I have observed on your channel, I have every right to say this. You do not care about true crime. And to you, nothing is sacred. True crime victims are not sacred. Missing children are not sacred. And when you continue to use your own children on your channel as both weapons and shields, you are showing us that even your own children are not sacred. Let me tell you something. There is nothing more disgusting, more repulsive or reprehensible, or that turns an audience off more, especially an audience composed of 99% women, than a true crime channel that holds their own self-regard higher than their own children, or of true crime victims who are going through it day after day after day while you're throwing them under the bus. So I want to make this abundantly clear to you. You are not a victim of this video letter. The things that are being said in it, or the fact that I'm posting it, you independently, all by yourself, with the choices you have made on the internet, inspired it. And you, all by yourself, with the choices you have made on the internet, will cause more and more attrition. Look up that word, big word, attrition. The longer you repeat this pattern, the bigger your attrition will get over time, until it accumulates into a channel that doesn't get much for you.
It wasn't benefiting us to do that.
No, I didn't make a bunch off of that at all.
I'm sure you won't like this video, and that is your right. And neither will any of your supporters or real lifers that you've gathered over there. But hopefully you have noticed something vitally important about it. Every single video clip in this video originated on your channels. You actively chose to put every single one of these things on the internet. Sometimes you immediately hid them because of consciousness of guilt. So I had to get some stuff from other people's channels. But make no mistake, those channels would not have the content if you did not originate it by your free will. So the minute you try to blame someone else for this video, or attempt to insult my own free will and intelligence by blaming my opinion on some malicious group of haters that you believe could even get into my head, or before you suggest that I'm coming after your channel, or that I have personal vendetta after you, or on top of any of that, if you do what you've done to many others and make false allegations against me, or have one of the dozens of well-known real lifers in your chat come after me with vicious attacks and rumors, if you do any of that, rather than arguing against the merits of my arguments, you have lost the entire argument. And my argument is this: the slow but inevitable fall of your reputation and your channel is not on them, it's on you. And only you. Signed, Lynn from Breaking Chains.
I should be able to come on my channel and talk about what I want to talk about without having other people, putting you down about it.
To everyone else, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and peace out.